You're listening to a Mash Those Buttons podcast. Visit mashthosebuttons.com for a full podcast schedule.
Cargo secured. Extraction complete. Intelligence system analytic computer is activated. All ISAC systems are confirmed online. Data scanned. Downloading files.
What's up, guys? You listen to episode 59 of SITREP Radio, giving you the news and other happenings in the world of the division. This week we're talking about global events, and we're joined by rxlyaT or Taylor. But first, my name is Mike, and joining me are my co-hosts, Robert.
Hello.
And Luke.
Yeah, hello. I hope to be here for the all episode this week.
Yeah, welcome back, Luke. Nice of you to join us for a change.
Yeah. I felt like having a bit of a snooze last week, that's all.
Yeah, your laptop took a shit.
Fell asleep.
Yeah, technical difficulties, I think we graciously called it, didn't we? But basically, yeah, my internet and my laptop took a shit together. So that took about 2 hours to fix. So yay me.
Nice. Well done. And this week we also have returning guest to the show, rxlyaT or Taylor, who most of you will know as an ETF member from update 1.7 and 1.8. Welcome, dude.
Thank you for having me again. It's been a while, but I'm so happy to be back.
I feel like there's a song we could sing. It's been a while, but there we go. Anyway,
don't sing that shit, dude.
I know how much Luke loves that song. How dare you? Yeah, welcome back, dude. Thanks for joining us today.
No, thank you.
I know you're excited about all the things that are coming to the division in the future. But first, we're just going to talk a little bit about what we've been up to this week. So, guys, what have we been up to? Rob?
I've played a lot of Division on console and PC this week. I've had a bit of a nightmare week, to be honest. Lost my phone. Almost broke my glasses. My kids got chicken pox. And my nan's had a mini stroke. So,
Holy shit.
Bit of a shitty week.
Jesus.
But other than that, yeah, great. Luke?
But yeah, I can't complain this week. I'm not going to after that, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you can complain about a game after that.
Oh, hang on. I forgot my car broke down on Monday as well. Just to add to my misery.
And he was hungover as well.
Best
on
week
Sunday.
ever.
Wow.
That is quite a poor week. That's going to take some serious beating, and I don't think you'd ever want to do that, really, would you?
It's not even the end of the week yet.
Mm.
Yeah, true
Thanks
story.
for that, Mike.
Sorry.
Now I've played a lot of Division this week and a little bit of Overwatch.
Was it the there was a free weekend of Overwatch or something? Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
I think us three bought it the last time there was a free weekend.
Ah, okay.
But you might be right. I'm not sure. I know they did the year anniversary stuff this week, didn't they? Or last weekend, I think it was.
Yeah, it was. I think it was last weekend or the weekend before was the free weekend, but it was all in conjunction, like you said, with the anniversary. But yeah, a lot of Dark Zone and Last Stand this week. I have been in Last Stand, I think, till 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, pretty much every day this week. And yeah, there's a couple of gear sets outstanding in that at the minute, but I'm not going to say what they are on here.
Have you added any more to your loadout builds?
I've modified a few of them. So I've got an Alpha Bridge, and what was the other one? I tried Firecrest this week. That was quite good, but not the Firecrest that everybody's running with the turret.
I heard you've got a really, really overpowered Seeker Mine build as well, but I don't know whether that's allowed to be said.
Can't mention that on
No.
the show.
Yeah,
Is that banned, is it?
Seeker
we're
Mines and
opposed.
Destiny are now on the banned list. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I haven't got a one-shot build, if that's what you mean. Unfortunately.
I've finally put together a tack build. I've never had a tack build through any iteration of the game so far. I've put together a balanced tack build, so it's definitely not a one-shot Seeker Mine if I was ever sad enough to run Seeker Mines, but I've got heals for days now, so that's pretty cool.
Nice. Taylor, before we go any further, like what build are you running at the minute in the division?
I just got a pair of Skulls gloves, so I'm rocking those at the moment with... Well, here's a funny story, okay? I forgot that... I'm pretty sure along the line they changed it, so it was any gear set bonus, as in any 4-piece bonus, wouldn't work with Skulls gloves, or like the other way around. So I was there playing a few games with Bucky, and I was like, oh yeah, this Predmark build with Skulls gloves is really good. And he was just like, dude, are you stupid? It's like, what are you on about? And it's like, you've just come back from ETF and you're trying to use that build. And then like it clocked. I was like, yeah, this is terrible. This is going terrible. So at the moment I am just using Predmark. And then I've got like a Skulls gloves build in the works, yeah.
Nice. I actually think I did the same about a month ago, so I don't think you're the only one.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, I've got I finally got Skull gloves, put them on. I was like, yeah, and then I completely forgot to get the freaking damage buff. Yeah, no 4-piece or any. Yeah. And before we go any further, there is a play for free weekend for the division this Friday, the 9th of June, 4 p.m. till June 12th at 7 p.m. and that's GMT for anybody listening in the UK. And there's other games as well on that free weekend. That's Steep and Trials Fusion. So
Trials Fusions. I love that game. It's
yeah,
awesome.
I might download a couple of these. I played Steep a while ago. I think I played the beta or something. Yeah. That was good.
Yeah, same.
I might have to try that out. Anyway, let's get down to some news.
State of the game.
So on this week's State of the Game, it was pretty much mostly about global events, though a lot of it's still kept under wraps still, but we did have some fixes. So what's happened with maintenance this week, Rob?
They fixed a bug where agents could sometimes receive rewards, could sometimes not receive rewards after completing underground assignments. They fixed the bug where adept, competent, and capable talent buffs would not expire while taking cover behind mobile cover, and fixed the bug where agents could stack adept up to 5 times on mobile cover multiple times. Yay.
Yeah, so just to confirm that you can actually stack adept up to 5 times.
Yeah, that's
but
intended.
You shouldn't be doing it that method. Is that right?
Or that quickly.
It was it was super quick. I'm surprised that bug didn't get more popular than it did, to be honest. But I'm glad it's fixed.
It's just I heard somebody calling out one of the community managers going, "Oh, you don't even know what you're talking about." The other week you were saying you could stack it up to 5 times. I was like, actually, no, you shouldn't be able to do it through mobile cover. But yeah, so this week's State of the Game was pretty much discussing global events, wasn't it, Luke?
It was. Yannick's on holiday, so it was Hamish this week, joined by, was it Mark and Tom from Reflection Studio from Newcastle? I forget their names, I do apologise. They had Gabe running part of the current development build for 1.7. So the disclaimer was anything you see here is still subject to change. But it looked good. It's PvE focused for 1.7, the global events. They showed off, I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one where if you headshot a cleaner, his head explodes into a green puff of smoke.
Taylor, can you help us out on that one?
Yeah, so that's exactly what happened, and I think it's so hard, but I guess like he said it in the stream, I'm sure it was called Rotten to the Core was the placeholder for that global event.
Thank you.
And so I can go over the modifiers. The global modifier, which is applied already, was to do with a headshot is a kill and it explodes into like a green sort of pus, and the sound effect, might I add, is so satisfying. Like when we were playing it, I was like, this sound, I need it as a ringtone or something.
I can imagine it being like for anybody that's played Battlefield 1, when you get a headshot in that, it goes ting.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's satisfying, sort of like, you know you've done it, right?
Awesome.
And then, so in that build, it showed that like the dust or the pus, whatever, would affect you and give you like this mini bleed.
Yeah.
But the way Hamish was going on about it, he said like that might be not in it for the final or whatever. So I don't want to focus on that too much. But then the the activity modifier was then if you get too close to them, they give you a damage over time, and it sort of affects the screen as well. So that was really cool. That I didn't see in action when I was at ETF.
Oh, did you know?
Oh, right,
Well,
that's interesting.
It was a lot different, but the way they've done
a work in
it
progress.
is really cool. Yeah. Oh yeah,
No,
everything I saw was
from-
pretty work in progress, but really cool.
No, it's awesome, man.
How long have you been back already then? It's like only 2 weeks, isn't it? Not even that?
Yeah, unfortunately, I wake up every day like, am I still in the hotel room? Please be still in this hotel room.
So they're changing stuff pretty quick then.
Oh man, their team is so dedicated and works so hard on it. Like, as soon as we said, this doesn't quite seem right, or this seems a little bit overpowered, they were there, like, they'd disappear. Or, like, take big notes and, like, close their book and then walk off, and it'd be like, shit, these guys know what they want to do.
What did I say?
Yeah, I was going to say, oh, you just offended someone.
Yeah. Was it Taylor? You said you might have offended somebody to start with when you got there, wasn't it?
Yeah, so there was a guy, we did this video with RX, and we talked about, like, something that was coming in 1.7. And this was a accommodation thing, so I can't remember what it was called, because it was originally seasons and feats, that's it. And apparently I like slagged off feats, which I think I might have. And Tom, actually, who you saw in the state of the game today, he came up to me. He's like, you're Taylor, and you slagged off exactly what I've been working on. And I was just like, it's a pleasure to meet you, Tom. I wanted the world to eat me there and then.
So shout out to Tom. Thank you for accommodations.
Taylor's biggest fan.
No. Yeah. We also got confirmed there was no gear score increase. I think that was confirmed by Hamish on the stream today. I'm not sure if that is that 100%? Can anyone confirm?
He did quickly stop talking about it. So I'm still hopeful that there is a gear score increase, but he definitely said there isn't one. But like I say, then quickly change subject. So maybe.
Yeah, I know we're hanging on threads at the minute with regards to 1.7 and what's actually coming, because I guess the whole argument at the minute is, should a gear score change come if we don't get anything new? If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I can understand that argument, but at least it would give you something.
Like, new loot.
Yeah, new loot, new gear sets, new exotics, new weapons, or anything along those lines. Taylor, what are your thoughts on that, man?
Obviously, like, the rules that I've been given are very, very strict, but like...
Oh, no, I didn't, sorry. I didn't mean, like, I didn't want you to break NDA, but I mean, how would you feel, like, if we didn't get anything new, but we got a gear score change? That makes
personally,
sense.
I don't think that would make sense at all. If it's just the same sort of, like, the gear we've got now, and we got a gear score increase, I personally don't see the point in that too much. But it's tricky, you know?
Yeah, no, it's, I don't worry, I don't want to put you on the spot.
No, like, I can obviously say that I've got the pad here from ETF, and I'm like, I should say so much, but yeah, like, I think, you know, a gear score increase gives us a grind and makes us want to go after something, right? So, from my point of view, I think it'd be good if we had one, definitely.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to find out what I can't remember what it was called. What did the global events give you?
They give you, well, they give you global event tokens, which you can then spend on global event caches.
Ooh, I guess we'll just have to find out. I'm guessing next week we might get some more info on global event caches.
Didn't they talked about there being leaderboards as well, didn't they?
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah,
that was a very welcome addition. I guess we can't really talk about anything that's actually on those leaderboards, but Luke, I know you love leaderboards. How does this make you feel?
I'm excited for the leaderboards. The problem I've got with how little information came out during the state of the game was that Twitch was doing what my internet did last week and failing at all angles, wasn't it? So
Technical difficulties.
yeah, I think the leaderboard stuff was lost in translation a bit between Twitch cutting them off twice in about 30 seconds. So we didn't really get any news other than some leaderboards are coming. So yeah, I'm hoping for more information on that next week. It'd be good. I mean, I'm all for leaderboards and more stats and stuff, so it adds a competitive edge to PvE that's perhaps not there at the moment. So that'd be welcome, I think.
I'll just translate what Luke said. He's on holiday next week, so at the minute he doesn't care.
Well, I was just trying to say, I was almost about to say, yeah, I hope there's more news next week, which I won't be able to read for 3 weeks, but...
No, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm only messing.
I've got a lot of catching up to do when I come back.
Yes, you do, man.
I'll keep you in the loop.
Cheers, dude.
Well,
Just sliding
I
them
said to you,
DMs, yeah?
Yeah, boy.
I was.
Like I already have done a few times.
We said to you last week we're gonna frickin' Skype you.
I'm not answering your Skype calls when I'm on the beach, dude. You can try all you want.
You'll answer
You're
mine.
not doing anything.
True story.
Son of a bitch. But yeah, overall thoughts, Luke and Rob. What do you think of global events from what you've seen so far? Personally, I think good addition so far. It'd be interesting to see what other modifiers that we get, or if I'm guessing this isn't the be all end all of the modifiers that we're going to see.
I'm guessing they're being a bit tight-lipped with what modifiers are actually going to be in there, because they're obviously still being worked. So that's kind of cool. But like, I've seen loads of ETF members on Twitter after the state of the game saying, I'm excited for all the stuff they didn't announce as well. Like, so it's, I don't know. I'm still looking forward to all the news to come. And the leaderboards, we talked about it on Bombshell, didn't we? Which is good that we got that right. And it'll help us out when we do our speed challenges and stuff, won't it?
Yeah, cool. Well, maybe we can switch up the challenge a little bit, and it'll give us and the community something else to go after. Yeah. Maybe. Luke?
I'm reserving judgment until more news has come out, because without being the negative one of the four of us here, I was a little bit underwhelmed, I have to admit. I'm happy to admit I'll be completely wrong when they announce all the news, I'm sure, but I'm trying not to be negative at the moment.
Okay. Would we all agree that they are trying to cater to PvE content here, though, and PvE players, like in general, because like PvE players kind of felt left out with 1.6 a little bit, even though they had certain things. So this does kind of, apply to them more than anybody else.
Yeah. I'd agree with that, and it's no secret that I'm primarily PvP, so I was perhaps always going to be a little bit disappointed with a PvE patch, but I kind of hoped it would make you play the game in a different way more than what it seemed to do with the short amount of information they gave us in the stream.
Well, Taylor, I don't know if you can answer it. I mean, do you feel like it makes you play the game in a different way from what you've seen and what you've been told this will bring?
It when we tested it, I was on the same team as Shrifty5 and Binary, and I think there's a guy called Pete there. We played, I can't remember what mission it was. It might have been like Lincoln Tunnel or something like that. And it made us play completely differently. And like, we were laughing and having a joke whilst we were playing it and like trying different things. So I think like, it doesn't really show off playing it differently through somebody else's stream. I think if you're there doing it yourself, it'll make you, think twice about where you're going or what you're using or, how you're going to take down something.
And they're meant to be fun as well.
Yeah.
And I guess this isn't a dig at Gabe or anything, but I guess with just like one person, in the game and you're not in your group chat or anything, you haven't got the same kind of atmosphere that you would in your own group chat with your own friends all mucking around. So yeah, I totally get what you mean. So until we actually play it, we don't know. But if anybody does have any ideas for modifiers or anything, you would massive R after your ideas. So go put them over on the Ubisoft forums. I personally would like to see a paintball mode, but that's me. I want that golden eye.
Old school
Throwback.
GoldenEye mode.
Yes, that would be fun. Golden paintball mode in the underground or something. That'd be hilarious. Or the rave room.
Big head mode.
Headshots give you big heads for like 10 seconds or something. Anyway, seeing as we have you here this week, Taylor.
Yes.
Just have a very quick chat about your time at the ETF. First off, did you have a good time?
I had an amazing time. It was so good. It was literally like, it sounds cheesy as hell, but it's a lifetime experience of a lifetime is what I was meant to say.
Nice. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, like, I felt so lucky and wanted to thank everyone that, you know, wished that I would get it or get the invite, because I had a lot of really nice people coming to me and saying, like, you should apply, you should do this, and hope you get it. So it was
Cool.
No, congratulations, man. Yeah.
No, thank you.
I think we'll ask you a few questions about yourself, if that's okay.
Yeah,
I know
sure.
we haven't got a couple of these right in front of us, but Rob, do you want to go first?
What's your favorite type of cheese?
There's at Iceland where I work, they do this like Mexican one with bits of jalapeno in it. That one, hands down.
Nice.
Chili cheese, nice. Luke, have you got any random questions you want to ask?
I think the one that I normally ask is, what is your favourite current TV show?
Ooh, okay. The season's just ended, but Homeland.
I haven't finished this. I haven't even started this season yet.
Oh,
Damn
it's
it.
so good.
I'm gonna go with, who is your current favorite, or in general favorite, recording artist or band, man?
Ooh, okay. A rapper called Whit Lowry.
I have no idea who that is. I'm gonna be honest.
No, that's fine. A lot of people don't really know him. Like, I found him, I think, because
It's
I
cool.
watched a Call of Duty montage one day, and I was like, "Oh, this guy sounds cool." And I listened to it, and now every day at work, when I'm in a freezer, I'm like, plug my earphones in and listen to him. So, that guy.
No,
Is that
that's
the guy
awesome.
you keep posting the gifs of with dabbing on Twitter?
No,
Is that
that's
another guy?
Post Malone. He comes
Right,
in a
okay.
very close second.
Right. I knew there was a rapper in there somewhere that you posted all the dabbing gifs of, but
Oh yeah, like my music
Like-
taste is so varied though. It'll go from like pop to like maybe One Direction song, all the way up to like the worst heavy metal ever. It's so strange. So
Nice. We've got a varied taste of music between us all, I think,
yeah,
as
we're,
well.
we're all over the spectrum between the three of us, aren't we?
Yeah. Rob, have you got any more random questions?
I can't remember what else we have on the list. Bollocks.
Replay game?
Gaming
Oh
system.
yeah. If you could go back and replay a game, like wipe your memory and replay a game, what would it be? Like ever, any game ever.
The
You can't say
Division.
The Division. You can't say that.
Oh damn. There's so many games. Oh. Probably. No. I can't think of the last time I played this COD 4 story.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a dude Luke's morbid one. If you're on death row, what would your final meal be?
Oh god. Probably tapas. Like loads of different Spanish dishes.
Oh, he didn't say Nando's.
Oh shit! Yeah, but the thing is, like, damn it. Can we edit this? Nando's.
No.
I want my Nando's black card, so I've got to say Nando's now.
Rip the dream.
Damn it.
Luke, final question.
Oh, final question. Okay.
Oh no, I like
I'll
these.
I'll skip the alcoholic drink one then and ask you
Oh
what.
no, you can go for that.
Okay. What is your favourite alcoholic beverage?
Ooh, probably a fruit cider, so either Copperberg or Recordling.
Good choice. Good
nice.
choice.
Yeah. What was your first gaming system?
The first one I played on was a Sega Mega Drive, but my first
No.
own one was a PlayStation 1. And please don't harass me, but we had it chipped, so we just had like loads of games on it.
Yes.
I'm too pretty to go to jail.
Too pretty to go to jail.
What has this turned into?
I'm too beautiful. I just want to recommend anybody out there for their alcoholic beverage choice of the week. Definitely go check out the Jack Daniel's cider.
Oh, hell
it's
yes.
fucking awesome.
I saw the advert for that. Is that any good?
It's the shit, dude. It's awesome.
I've drunk about 10 bottles of it now, and yeah, it's pretty good.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
that aftertaste kick, isn't it, Mike? It just gets you, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you try it, I will say, because we're after Jack Daniel's sponsorship, that's why I'm doing it.
Oh, okay.
You can have your Nando's. I want Jack
Yeah, sort
Daniels.
me out with that Nando's card and we're good.
But what is it? It's kind of like it's cider to start with, then you get the Jack Daniels. But what I kind of like doing is going, hey, try this, because you watch the other person's face and they're like, what?
Yeah, you did that
Especially
to
if
me.
you know. Yeah, you just see the person's face light up, especially like if they like Jack Daniels as well. But yeah, that's enough of random questions for the week. But yeah, we'll just carry on a little bit. Obviously, you had an awesome time at ETF.
Yeah.
But I know you were very, very knackered after it, weren't you, man?
Yeah, so like as much as people think it's like a holiday and we just get to play games a week, it's a lot of hard work. Like not not physical hard work, but like mentally, it's mentally draining, like going through some of the scenarios and learning about how things work, or you know, giving our changes and taking notes and stuff. But like you learn so much more about the game you love and how like everyone else loves it as well, and they wish they could do every suggestion on Reddit, the forum, anything. Like everyone wishes they could fit it all in, but you know, we just got to be realistic. But what they're doing for 1.7 and 1.8 is absolutely going to blow your minds 100%.
Yeah. I keep hearing from like yourself, Weezer, Binary, I think Tinks has been out there. I know she's been talking to Rempasy over at Bombshell Jackets, and a couple of other people. I mean, even I think Wids this week was like, I can't wait for 1.8. And I'm like, if Wids, you know, not that I don't look to the other people in the ETF, but if the fact that someone like Wids, who is mainly PvP, is kind of like, I can't wait for 1.8, and it's like potentially 6 to 8 months away yet.
Yeah.
Plus, he's, because we like PvP and stuff like that, he's like kind of huge for us. If he's excited about it, then I'm really excited about it, and it's nice to see everyone happy, and especially like yourself and that, man. So I'm really looking forward to it. But for anybody out there who's doubting 1.7, have you got anything that you'd like to say?
So like, without putting a dampener on things, like 1.8 is definitely where the new and like what I'm so excited for. But 1.6,
The shiny.
yeah, like the shiny Pokemon card that everyone's after. Like 1.8 is going to blow everyone's minds. All right, 1.7 is so much better than what they originally, I guess, talked about it as in that year one anniversary stream. I know they didn't really give much away, but I think a lot of us were pretty like, seasons might be good, might make us grind, but like 1.7, they've done so much work on it, and it is really, really fun. That's a lot in it as well. It's not just it's not just global events and commendations. There's a lot more to it.
No, it's awesome. I mean, I know everyone's kicking off and like, oh, is this all we're getting and things like that. It's not. You know, we haven't been shown everything, and there's obviously, they've got a schedule and they'd love to put everything out there if they could.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
I was just gonna say, so because we had like different talk shops, we had one on 1.7, one on 1.8 and whatnot. Like when they did the 1.7 talk shop, I was like taking all the notes and I was like, so year 2 sounds awesome, thinking that was all we were getting, because there's so much in update 1.7. I thought that was 1.7 and 1.8.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I if I remember back to the special announcement or the anniversary stream, I think when they announced we were getting global events, seasons and feats, I think that's what pretty much everyone thought they were going to get, and that was the be all end of. There was no expansions to the map, no story missions or other additional content. I know you can't say, but it seems like they've been able to do more than was originally announced back in March, which I'm, can't really get my words out. Really glad that they can actually do a lot more than what they announced. And it was obviously, at the end of the day, it all comes down to budget and things like that. And I guess that's what they were looking at.
That's a lot going into it. That's a lot of what am I on about? Horsepower? Does that even make sense? That's a lot of work going into it. I just think Hamish showed as much as he could. You gotta remember that these guys aren't exactly free to talk about everything they want to talk about. So Hamish showed what he could, and we should be grateful for that because he showed a lot more than I thought we were allowed to do.
Yeah, the only thing I don't know how you would agree with it or not. It did, and the guy, I don't know if the other guys agree with me or not, but you guys did, all of the ETF members last week did an awesome job leading up to the state of the game, and it would have been freaking awesome if they'd have dropped a bomb last week because it felt like the hype was there.
Right.
And then, I don't know how you felt about that.
So was this when we released our global events video and whatnot? Is that what we're talking?
You had your global events video. I know you did the podcast with George Binary and Rx. I know Shifty was putting stuff out. Quemini was putting stuff out as well. Pretty sure Morgan was. Who else was it? How many out, guys?
We had Felix Benares or Cat. And Joker
Joker Unique put his huge post up. Yeah. And I know Binary put that huge post out on Reddit, which Reddit's a great place to put stuff, isn't it?
What?
But sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say what. Obviously, you said we built up this hype thing, and then State of the Game didn't really deliver. I thought it was cool that they gave us that sort of here, you go and release it for us, and we'll see how it goes down. Having that sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of having that respect or being respected by the developers to know that what we're going to release is good enough for them. I thought that was really cool. Yeah. So they could have easily done a special report for an hour long and gone through all of it, and then everyone could have made videos on it. But the fact that they just gave it to a select few and said this is what you can do and this is what you can say, I thought was really nice. Yeah.
I was just going to say, because I think from my point of view, I was right. Most of you guys have released a lot of information on 1.7 combinations and
global events. And
I was like, right, we know this is only half the content. Thursday's going to come along and they're going to drop the other half of the content. And that would have made sense to me. But then I'm not a developer. I'm not a community manager. But the one thing I will say, and I said it last week, game's not dead. It showed so much hype in the community, and you've probably seen it yourself on your YouTube channel or on Arix's page. Everyone was really excited about it. So everything that we've seen today, and I'll be honest, I wasn't let down because I listened to the Division podcast. So they already said on Tuesday that we weren't getting anything. It was just, it seemed there was a lot of hype building, but it's fine. Now we know it'll roll out over the next few weeks.
Yeah.
I think maybe something that lets them down a little bit is just communication of when stuff's going to be released. So if they'd have come out straight away and said it's going to be released over a couple of weeks rather than in one hit.
Yeah. They said, because me and George or Binary, we were talking to, I think it might have been Yannick about it. And he said that's one thing they want to change. It might have been Yannick, it might have been Hamish. I can't remember now. But yeah, we spoke about the sort of release pattern or how they're going to do it. And they said that's something they want to look into. But just, for your listeners, I guess, just sit back, don't grab the pitchforks just yet, and, wait for it, because it's going to hit, and it's going to hit like a fucking truck.
Awesome. Nice. I'm looking forward to what year 2 of the Division is bringing us, because it feels like it is kicking off now.
Yeah.
Has anybody got any other questions they want to ask?
No. Can I just ask you really quick, the ETF meetup that they did on the Wednesday night?
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the first time they've done something like that. I don't remember them announcing anything like that for the previous ETFs.
No, I don't think they did.
Would you like to see something like that more regularly. I mean, not every week, obviously, let's not get carried away, but perhaps every few months or something, and not necessarily with the developers, but like a community event that's focused around something like that.
I think that would be really cool. The only problem is, like, there'd be so much work to have to go into it, like, unless we as a community, so like Cal's got that thing going at the moment where he wants to sort something out. I know you guys have. I completely lost what I was going to say then.
No,
but yeah, like
it's something we've talked about. Unfortunately, all three of us want to come up to Newcastle, but because we're near Weymouth. If anybody knows where Weymouth is, we're right on the south coast. Obviously, Luke's not too far away, but it would have been nice for all three of us to make it up there and come meet, yourself and the dev team and things like that.
Yeah.
But it would be, Destiny's got a nice community, and they have DestinyCon and things like that, and it's all started by the community themselves. So I'd like to see something like this grow.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I'm sure you would.
Yeah.
I mean, we're behind Cal's idea, aren't we? It's not our idea. It's definitely Cal's idea. I mean, we've like retweeted when he's been asking for input and stuff, and it's definitely something that all three of us obviously work allowing and date allowing and stuff. But yeah, we'd definitely be into joining up with Cal and getting involved and helping out, and even if he doesn't need any help, just attending, just to turn up and show our faces and meet people like yourself and Cal and whoever else could travel up. So
and give out mugs.
Mugs and hugs.
Yeah, and Rob's bringing the SITREP Radio credit card as well.
Oh, I can get used to that.
It doesn't exist. It's a myth.
It does exist.
It doesn't.
It's like the Batman credit card.
But
I just killed the conversation.
Yeah, no, I'd love that. I'd love a community meetup, whether it's like actually sorted by Ubisoft or whoever, or if like there was just a group of us that went to a central location. I'd be down. I'd be so down for that.
Yeah, if anybody does have any ideas of where we could have it, to me personally, I think to make it fair would be obviously, like you said, mid-central England. I was gonna suggest Birmingham, but I didn't.
Birmingham.
I know. Binary did. So I think that's a good shout. I think South's way too far for like people in Scotland and things like that. But if you have any ideas, hit us up or hit Cal up. Is it Cal4K?
At
on
Cal4K on Twitter. Yeah.
Yep, and give him your ideas of where you would like it, or if you have a venue or anything like that, you would be able to help us out with for some kind of deal or something like that. We'll try and pass it on to the guys trying to organize it. That'd be awesome. I think last question before we go today. Being there yourself at Ground Zero, Taylor. Obviously, we've got 1.7, we've got 1.8.
Yeah.
I think this is a question we've asked every guest, and we have had ETF members on here as well, so don't worry if it's not too bad. But do you think there's a future for the game after 1.8?
Yeah.
And what do you think it is? And like, it can be any random guess. Do you think it's a sequel? Can you see it as an expansion? Or how do you feel about that?
I don't know.
At all?
I don't know. Like, I think it would be cool to hear about like Aaron Keener and stuff like that. Whether that's done another game or like another year, I don't know. But I'd love to find out more about the disease and whether they actually got rid of it, or Aaron Keener's still alive, or what he's doing. I think there needs to be some sort of closure on the story.
Cool. So you're whatever happens in the future, you're after more story content. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know Luke's a huge fan of story content in this game, so that's awesome. But yeah, I know we're only just starting year 2, but I guess people want to see what's going to happen with the future of the game. I just wondered if that was all.
Can I ask you, Taylor, do you think there will be a Division 2?
You can say NDA.
I think it would be stupid for them to leave the division where it is.
Yeah, that's pretty much what everybody else has said, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think we even spoke to Weezer, and he was like, the community's big enough now to even justify a sequel. So
Yeah.
It was like their biggest selling LP as well, or IP, whatever they call it, wasn't it? Like Ubisoft's biggest ever. So yeah, I think it would be dumb from their point of view and everyone else's point of view to just like, yeah, let's go on to like, I don't know, Cyborg Strike the Moon or something. No, like, yeah. I don't know where that came from.
I know.
Like...
Secrets. He's letting out secrets.
Shit.
No, I'm
Subliminal
joking.
messages.
And can you give us your thoughts on the Crew 2? No, I'm joking. But it is one thing we keep joking about is the fact that if the Crew 2 gets a sequel, I'll be pissed if the Division doesn't.
Oh,
Did the
it's
Crew
not
even
bad.
get a sequel, did it? I never played it.
Yeah.
So. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's coming out this year.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm glad we're not the only ones that didn't play it.
Ubisoft, don't hate me, okay? I'm sorry, I love you.
And before we leave news this week and yourself, Taylor, shout out to Petter Martinson over on the Massive team. He's just made promotion to junior community developer. So huge
Yes.
congratulations from all of us, man.
If he
done,
is
Pat.
listening to this, I just want to say that guy is an absolute gem. I would happily drink many beers with him, just us two.
He is a fan. I can confirm he does listen.
He is so nice.
Yeah, and he's helped us out with
he is.
our speed challenge before, and he sent out some goodies for people who have participated. So thank you very much for everything you do in the community, man.
Yeah.
And shine bright like a diamond, I guess.
He's really cute as well in real life. Like, his eyes, so magnificent. Anyway.
On that note.
Yep.
On that note, right.
Oh.
And on this week's idea for Massive, I'm just going to explain what Ideas for Massive is. It's basically, even though it is Ideas for Massive, it is a general, what would you say, idea for anybody working on the game, or just like things we'd like to see in the game, either in the future or including the use of any assets that are currently in the game at the minute. So this week's idea for Massive, or IFM, is Faction Wars. Luke,
Well,
do you want to take this one?
Yeah, we talked about this before, haven't we? Many moons ago on just before we started up IFM. And we spotted it, a month ago or so in the Dark Zone? When you're roaming around in the Dark Zone, you'll sometimes get like cleaners that will attack rioters or vice versa or whatever. And we just thought it'd be quite good if they could perhaps build on that a little bit more, particularly in the Light Zone, and just get something, obviously, that Mike's just called Faction Wars, to be like more of an actual event. So I don't know whether they would like just invade a particular area within the Light Zone and get all the factions to like slug it out, and perhaps we have to run in and help rescue the civilians that have perhaps got trapped in this turf war that's going on, or what the details were. But I think I was going to say one of the main ideas we had for this, or references, I'm not sure if Rob said it, was GTA.
Yeah, GTA San Andreas. Basically,
And what happened in that?
There was like 3 or 4 gangs, and you would have to slowly take back the map from each gang and overrule it with your gang. And that was because every time you say Faction Wars, that's all I think about is that part of that game.
Yeah. Basically, it'd just be like you load into the game, you get up your map, and it could be an hour, every half an hour maybe, and you have 2-3 areas that, say, Chelsea's under attack by Rikers, or they're fighting cleaners in Chelsea, and you basically have to go in and clean them out. And the thing is, like, the assets for the content is kind of already in the game as well, because for anybody that's gone from, is it DZ1 to 3, you actually have NPCs fighting each other in the Dark Zone.
Yeah.
So you can literally take that out and put it either back in the LZ, or I'm pretty sure, when we all first started in New York as a level 1 player, you actually literally have to go through each district of the map and clear it out anyway. So it'd be kind of that idea again.
I guess it's very similar, like, to the contamination events, isn't it? But like in a bigger scale in the LZ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that sounds
would be cool.
dope. Like,
Yeah.
That sounds good. Who came up with that idea?
I think it's been a bit of a joint effort from all of us, but it's something like we were not. I mean, kind of like your input on it. My only worry was like, do you have it as a timed event, or do you have it like a percentage on your map, and you have to basically keep the streets clean, and if you keep it above like a certain percent, like you have like a bar, and if like the whole map is clear, it's at like 100%.
Yeah.
And if you maintain that, I don't know, you get rewards, or maybe you get, I don't know, 10 Phoenix credits per day, or not day, but like per hour or something stupid. But you have to physically keep on top of it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Literally like the contamination events, you have to like go clean them out, but it kind of forces you to go back out into the LZ,
No, I think that sounds really cool, actually. I like that idea.
Any other additions, guys?
Was that the only thing in San Andreas? I'm sure that's another game I played, I think, and it's got something similar. Like,
I think the closest thing I would put to it is probably Mass Effect 3, if you've played that, because you had to do the multiplayer in that, and you had to basically, the multiplayer was to clear out like, it was like 4 or 5 different areas. And if you cleared out the 4 or 5 different areas and kept your bar, or kept those areas at 100%, like all clear at the same time, you could basically go finish Mass Effect 3 and you'd like basically rinse it. Nobody would die or something like that. But yeah, and I think the main thing is the fact that you can just add this, and I say it should be quite simple, and I know we say it every week, press that division button. But I know you yourself, you've been there, you know how difficult it is to implement stuff. But yeah, it would be quite cool. It's basically kind of give PvE players an addition outside of the Dark Zone, because I know a lot of PvE players are wanting landmarks and things like this, and I know we already have something similar to this in the form of HVTs, but this would be on a larger scale. You'd have to literally fight the whole district and clean it out.
You know what? There was this I can't remember. It sounds really bad. There was a guy at ETF. I sound terrible now for not remembering his name. I think it is like Bullet. Yeah, Bullet. That's it. What he does with his clan or guild is they activate every search and destroy from every safe house, and then they like clear the map.
Yeah.
And, like when he mentioned that, I was like, shit, that sounds kind of cool. And he said, oh yeah, it takes us about like probably about an hour and 20. And he said, but we'll fast travel to every house and then start one side and like slowly work through the sectors. It's like,
that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm yet to do it because like it's so hard to find the time to do that. But when he mentioned it, I was like, shit, that guy's a genius.
Yeah, I mean that's players getting creative on stuff already in the game, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I think the thing for me is that you have this entire map, and I don't think it's utilized as well as it could be. I know we have like HVTs and other things, but I would like to see more brought to it, because I feel like there's a lot more that could be done.
Yeah.
Luke, Rob, do you want to finish off? With any comments?
No, I just, to add what you just said, more replayability is always a good thing, which, yeah. Sounds like we're getting a lot of in 1.7, so it's cool.
Yes. Luke?
No, just touching on what you said about the map being one of the best things in the game. Working through 1 to 30 was possibly one of my best gaming experiences ever. And like I collected all the intel and everything. I've 100%ed it. Like Mike said, I love the story and all the lore behind it. But yeah, the end game for the Light Zone is pretty bad. So it definitely needs some love. So whether it be something like Faction Wars or obviously the global events that are coming for 1.7, etc., it definitely needs some love. It's just a big, beautiful, excellently crafted area that's not really being played, apart from maybe, twice a month in my case, where you get the supply drop, and that's it.
It would be pretty cool because obviously you have like a few players in the terminal. What is it? You can get up to like 24 players or something like that. But it would be pretty cool if you had something like Faction Wars and it was like an ongoing thing. But maybe once, one day a week, the whole map, like random day, the whole map got took over by different factions, or they're fighting each other or whatever, and yourself and other 24 agents have to clear out the map itself. Like, so it'd be like Faction Wars, but instead of it being a district, it would be like the whole map. But you would actually see other agents. It would be the DZ, but outside the DZ.
Like a seasonal event, say, Mike.
A seasonal event, yeah.
Smooth.
But it would be cool. I'd like, you've got this huge open span of New York, and we never see any other agents apart from what's in your group. And we know not everybody is a rogue agent, so it'd be kind of nice to see other players on the same server outside the DZ and fight something like this.
Yeah,
You guys are just full of cleverness, aren't you?
I doubt that.
I would.
Anyway,
I'd say that.
Anyway, where can listeners find you, Taylor?
Pardon? Sorry? Oh,
where
yes.
can listeners find you, bud?
So you can find me on YouTube with rxlyaT, or Twitter, exactly the same. And then if you want to play with me on any consoles, then tweet me and you'll get my gamer tags. So
awesome, man.
I don't think I have anything else. Oh yeah, Instagram, but I don't think anyone really follows it, because why would they?
I do.
I mean, do you?
I think so. I'm sure we met on Sage's
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
Instagram version of Periscope, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got you on PlayStation as well. I'm
So if you want to,
basically your stalker.
I'm really bad because I've not really played much of the Division lately, but I need to get back into it. Definitely, not
You've
get
been
back
on
into
the
it.
PUBG hype, haven't you?
I'm addicted to that game.
Yeah, if that
Have
doesn't
you
come to
guys
console,
played
I'm
it?
going to riot. No.
No.
Any of you got it on PC?
Oh, I have got a PC and I'm tempted to buy it, but I'm hoping, we get something similar in 1.8.
Okay, fair enough.
A certain game.
Survival Battle Royale.
Come on. We want it.
It was lovely having you guys back.
Robert, do the honours.
You can find us at SITREP Radio on Twitter and Facebook. Send us questions and feedback to the show to the email address, which is sitrepRadiopod@gmail.com, or tweet us at with the hashtag Team SITREP, as we are all affiliated with that hashtag. Can I just add something? My dad made me aware. I had that crossbow idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have recently added 2 crossbows to another Ubisoft game.
Is it Wildlands by any
yeah.
chance?
So someone's listening.
We can drag it over into the Division, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Just thought I'd add that in there.
Copy and paste. Done.
Yeah, Control C, Control V. Update done.
There you go. See?
Taylor gets
I
it.
tell you what, if Terry was listening to you now, he would want to strangle you. He would literally grab you by the throat.
No, because we actually stuck up, because we know how difficult it is, because we take the piss every week. As
Don't do it.
we got called out for the other week for saying the game's dead by a certain person, but that was a joke.
Was
You
it
sure
though?
about that, Mike?
It's all in good fun.
It definitely
Well,
was a
ask
joke.
Luke.
I said it. It was
Ask
definitely
Luke.
a
Because
joke.
I lost a little bit of respect.
Oh, dude.
Restepper.
Don't make me
This
come
was
to
a
Cornwall.
bargaining cookie, this show. They're like, come back on. We'll show you we respect the game you love.
We love this game. We talk about it every week between talking
Whatever
about
you
Destiny and
say.
Overwatch.
We play it every freaking day. I literally had somebody ask me the other day, is anybody still playing the game? I was like, well, I'm playing it every day.
Oh,
Whoa.
that old
Why aren't
cookie.
you playing it?
Do you play this game
hey,
still?
If Yannick wants to know how much I love this game, he needs to check out my gamertag, Luke Mallet, on PlayStation 4 and check out my hours. There, done.
I don't think 7 hours.
7,
warrants
try
anything.
1600 plus.
Yeah, I hit 1,000 hours
Come
the
on
other
me,
week.
Taylor.
I'll come at you.
You leave Taylor alone. He might be playing Battlegrounds, but he'll be back.
Yeah, when he can remember everybody's name from Reflections.
I know all of their names. I've got them added in my phone.
Let me just get my notepad up.
Good lad.
We've got a group chat. We haven't, by the way. Don't get jealous. We
Oh,
haven't.
dude, don't tease.
We do have an ETF group chat, but that's full of secrets and Nando's pictures mainly. Maybe influenced by me, maybe not. Who knows?
Well, maybe if we start a petition to get you that Nando's card, where you can let something slip, maybe on another episode.
Right.
Anyway, Luke.
You can find SITREP Radio on any of the following platforms: iTunes and Apple Podcasts for iOS devices, Google Play Music, SoundCloud, Overcast, Stitcher, Player FM, Pocket Casts, RSS feeds, and please rate, review, and subscribe while you're there. And can I just say, please go and check out Taylor's YouTube. It is awesome.
Aw.
It's fantastical.
You guys have also got your podcasts on YouTube now, which is super cool.
Yes, we do.
I do.
Yeah.
So be sure to check out who you listen to on YouTube, and that's just SITREP Radio. They do good.
I thought you'd forgot the name.
And they just check out Bombshell Jackets. It's there on YouTube. And
Yes. Yeah. And yeah, make sure to check out Mash Those Buttons over on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and go check out some of the other podcasts that are part of the Mash Those Buttons family. Roberts.
Well, Taylor's just did my job for me for plugging our YouTube. But we also
I'm
do...
so sorry.
No, thank you very much, man.
Cheers. We also do the IFMs on YouTube as well.
Yep, so ideas for Massive will be posted. We actually have one this week. Apologies for last week. You can blame Luke, and we just were playing too much Division to actually sit down and record another one. Thanks to Sean Winder over on the Division Elites Facebook group for allowing us to post over there. Definitely check them out. And if you're over in the Dominican Republic for the next few weeks, make sure to find Luke over there and track him down, because the son of a bitch is on holiday for, 3 weeks?
I'll be missing 3 podcasts. Yes, I'm on holiday for 2 weeks, but because of flights, I'm AFK for 3 weeks.
And yeah, so this will be your last podcast for a few weeks.
Yeah, I'll see everybody in July.
Yeah.
When are you back in July?
The 1st.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Anyway, Taylor, thank you so much for joining us again,
cheers,
man.
dude.
No, thank you so much for having me on. It's been a pleasure.
Anytime, man.
And I love you guys equally.
Oh, we love you too. And,
Equally.
and Matt Goes Book as well. Clancy Elites. Check those guys out.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely check those guys out. I know Luke's wearing his the TDE.
Oh yeah.
TCE t-shirt, rocking it, baby.
We've got we got more designs coming soon. I don't think Matt will be too upset if I tease him a little bit. So we're doing a theme of at the moment he's got one made that just says "got skill power" with a question mark. So
yeah, he was streaming in that at the weekend, wasn't he?
Yeah, we got a few cool designs coming. We got a few more.
Cool.
So yeah, you can find us at Clancy Elites. It's literally at the Clancy Elites on Twitter, and then follow Matt Goes Back on Twitch. He's nearly at 3K followers now, which is crazy.
Dude,
nice.
That's awesome.
So,
he deserves it as well, though. He's one of my favourite streamers, and that's no bullshit.
He is a natural at it. I've never seen someone go from 0 to 3K in such a short period of time and have a community growing at the same time with him. So he deserves it so much.
Yeah, he's
and just
awesome.
before we go, I'm pretty sure we got called out by Sage. He was like, "Oh, definitely don't tell SITREP Radio about this," because I think he was wearing one of those shirts, "Got Skill Power."
Oh.
And he took a photo and he was like, I don't know if you've seen that. Check Twitter afterwards. And yeah.
That'll be up soon.
That's it.
So.
Yeah. That's it for this week, guys. Thank you for listening. And we will catch you in the Dark Zone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.